Hello everyone and thanks for hanging out with me. This is it, the Nissan Leaf E+, so the second version of the Leaf, but with the 62 kWh battery. Usable energy is 56 kWh, WLTP range 385 kilometers. It can charge with AC Type 2 6.6 kilowatt and on DC JETMO with 100 kilowatt. But I don't have a charger anywhere near to test this if it really works. Maybe lower here, yeah, that's better. Yes, it has a 160 kilowatt motor in the front, that's 218 horsepower. What else do we have? Top speed is 157 kilometers an hour. Let's look at it. As we all know, charge port is here in the front. I'll show you in a second when it's open. The blue looks really nice. 17-inch wheels, already winter tires. I have this car for 2 weeks. I already have it since Monday evening. It's already Friday. I haven't filmed anything yet. But looks nice and it drives nice. Yes, let's look in the trunk. Is there a light? There is a light, but not LED. I don't think that's an LED light. The trunk is extremely deep, I have to say that. And in the back there is the subwoofer, so that's always in there. You see all that crap, and then the Bose subwoofer, the crap you don't, that's for me, of course. Look in the doors. Well, of course, I have my stuff in there for the dogs already. Is there an air vent in the back? No, but there's a big hump there. Ooh, but there's even electric heated seats in the rear. I can see that there. And there's no light in the back, only in the middle part and in the front. Here we have our normal controls, windows, locking, and the mirrors. Here we have unlocked the charge port. We do that now. Here's the scheduled charging, steering wheel heater, e-sound off, and I'm guessing something with self-driving. The steering wheel is extremely thin. My wife would love it. And the steering wheel is extremely light. Not my thing at all. When you are in this car, and you've driven Model 3 or ID3, it seems pretty outdated with the analog speedometer. The beeping is because the door is open. Let's close that. And it warns me. Come on, focus. There we are. And also in here you have the touch OK. So it's not a thing with the ID3. Our screen looks a bit outdated, but we have the climate settings all here, and you have an extra button for heat. I love that. USB 12-volt outlet. Seat heater is with up and down. That's a bit weird, but it works. We have an eco button, e-pedal, which is amazing. I'll show you that when we drive. And then our gear, and you just park. Front is reverse. And back is drive. When you do it again, it's B, but when you're an e-pedal, it doesn't matter what you have, it's just awesome. Can you hear? That's the E-sound in reverse. What do we have here? We have two, of course, the parking brake and a little pocket here. On the ceiling, we just have the light buttons here and our light here. Go out but don't extend. We have handles on the roof, ceiling, whatever, everywhere. And we have automatic rear view mirror. Let's go a bit through what we have here. We have an analog speedometer, and then with the buttons here you go through all the menus, and here you have your ProPilot, your speed limiter, and then you do the distance and everything, voice control, phone. So let's look what we have. Let's start with the battery. Oop, too much. Battery, you see the state of charge down there, and of course your range. And with trip on the button down here, you can select to see your trip A, B, and your odometer. And here now you can have the battery temperature, battery capacity, and an eco meter that will learn, so you can see if you're driving good, your audio, navigation. Then you have your instant consumption with average consumption, and the last trips. Then here is our information. That main part starts here with your assist systems. Then what's on and off with your assist system, your speedometer in digital form, your tire pressure, then your trip meter, chassis control, okay. Active trace control, I haven't seen that before. And your traffic sign recognition, which is up there anyways. And then you have settings, so many settings. Light is LED. I drove a bit in the dark. It's okay, but it's not amazing. Let's look at the charge port. It just goes up, and then you have two, type 2, and CHAdeMO. Under the hood, we have, okay, guessing the inverter motor is front wheel drive, and your fuse box, your coolant, I don't know for what. Battery is not actively cooled, your washer fluid, your battery, another fuse box, your brake fluid, as always. Let's drive a bit. Lights off, brake pedal, ignition on. Yes, it is. We're in drive. And you have to press, you can drive or you can press the parking brake. The E sound is extremely quiet except for, I mean, I can't hear it, but when you, it's more of a turn the lights on. Off? On. It's more like a beep. I wouldn't think that this is a car sound, but the reverse sound is really loud. I mean, let's open the window. And reverse. But inside, you can barely notice it. The reverse sound a bit, but not front, not at all. Still, turn it off. This car has the ProPilot, so it steers itself, and it does it pretty well. Not always exactly in the middle like I would drive, but it's okay. I have it in eco mode right now, e-pedal, because e-pedal is just amazing. Yes, it uses the friction brakes as well, but unless you drive too fast and you have to slow down extremely fast, it's all done with the e-pedal. It just works really well. Even in eco, acceleration is, well, it's eco acceleration, but it's okay. Turn eco off. Yeah. The drive overall, I drove the car now, I don't know, 200 kilometers or so. I think I find the motor loud, so not fossil car, ICE car loud, but you can hear it more than in other EVs. It's not horrible, it's not in the way, but it's more noticeable, and I noticed that with the 40 kilowatt hour version as well. Range, I haven't seen anything Well, it is mostly over 300, around 350 kilometers when full. So even now at 70%, we have 260 kilometers. And when I press Eco, then it's 20 kilometers more. I like that. And it shows me that. But the e-pedal rules. It's really amazing. And I'm okay with it that it uses friction brakes. It's okay. If there's not enough region, it's about the one pedal driving. And if your motor or where it is for safety or whatever can do it, then use the friction brakes. It's okay with me. You don't have to use it. You can still turn it off and use B. But then of course that's way less than with the e-pedal. But you can do it. What else is there to say? The screen in the middle is, like I said, it seems a bit out of date. It still works. Android Auto works really nice. I used it a few times. That the seat heaters are real buttons, and there's a different position than to full and to low. That seems very old, and the car is not that old. It's maybe 2 years old. EV database says 2018. Is that possible? Only 2 years old? Yeah. The power of the 160 kilowatts is a bit underwhelming, especially from the start. It accelerates. It doesn't give full power unless you until you're driving 50 or something. It's really slow acceleration in the beginning, and then when you're accelerating with the power, you feel the torque steer extremely. The steering feel is extremely light. It's for me, I hate it. This is the thing I hate about this car the most. Why you walk here? Nobody can see you. There's a road just here. Well, that's how it is. But let's accelerate a bit. Yeah, you're moving a bit over the place. It's good power, don't get me wrong, but you don't feel in control because the steering wheel is so light, and the torque steer moves you around. It's not a nice feeling. And yeah. At 7.3 seconds, they say, so the same as the ID3. It feels a bit more because it's more dramatic, but you don't feel in control that much. The steering wheel can be heated, but it's so thin. My wife, like I said before, would love it. I hate it. The whole steering thing is not mine. No, I don't like it at all. But the cornering is okay. The noise level in here, I'm okay with it. It's not annoying. I haven't been on the highway yet. We'll see about that later. But overall, it's okay. Ooh, they built a new road here. Let's look at it. They took 6 weeks for, what is it? 1 kilometer, maybe 1.5. You can see it here. We start here. Oh, it's nice though. But 6 weeks. I should look at this odometer now, or the trip meter. 300 meters. Yeah, that's 70. As it always was. I mean, I had to do the banking, I had to do this, but still. Yeah, there were big holes in here, but it wasn't too bad. But really, what do I have? 500 meters? No, 700 now? It's almost done. I think that's half. Why would it take that long? 6 weeks. Did it maybe it was one guy who did the whole thing. You have any light in here? So dark. Yeah, I mean, I did the stone thing here on the side. It wasn't there before, but now it's almost over. It was 1.2 kilometers. 1.3. What does that mean? 1.4. And then it's done. So it's 1.5 kilometers in 6 weeks. Yeah, it's done. Yeah. Okay. Oh, e-pedal rules. Look at that. I never have to touch the brake. Awesome. Yeah. E-pedal would be a reason to get this car. ID3 needs that. Yeah, I know that I always compare stuff now to the ID3, but it's my car. So of course I drive with the ID3 the most, and so let's accelerate a bit. Oh yeah, ooh, that's power. Oh yes, it wasn't too bad now with the torque steer. It was okay. Put it in eco, put it in Pro Pilot, and sit. There we have it. Also, what's annoying, sorry, I can't see with the thing, that it always goes to that window. So now I have to go back to my window before. Yes, that's better. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it's not very smooth, the steering. What I noticed, yeah, I'm going all over the place with my thoughts. I noticed with the preheating, so I have a preheating schedule in the morning at 6:30 because I take this car to work during the week, and it heats up the steering wheel as well. And I'm sure there's a setting to do that, and I'm okay with it. It's not that bad, but I wouldn't need it. I'm sure there's a setting somewhere, but it does that. The seat heater's not. No, seat heater's not. Is it already in auto? Let's see if the light go. Yeah, the lights stay on. It has auto high beam, and it turns off pretty good. And you notice it, of course, right away. Like I said before, the lights are okay, but not amazing. But the high beams come on pretty late. So a car comes towards you, the high beams go off, the car is gone, and then it's 1, 2, I think 2 seconds, maybe even 3 till the high beams go on again. It could be done half a second later when the car is gone. But, well, that's what they decided. It's okay, it's not a big deal. It has the 360 camera and of course parking sensors and everything. Can't say anything bad about that. Why would I? It's really okay. I don't need it, but it's nice. Overall, like I said, the car seems to feels outdated, and that's fast in 2 years in the electric car world. With just the whole buttons, I really have to sit in the corner again if the corner feels outdated too. And what I also notice a lot is that the screen is not tilted towards me, that it's just straight. Not with the ID3 where it's tilted towards me and it's just easier to read everything. I mean, there is reflection. Is there piano black? Yes, here on the door. Both, and in the middle. It's always interesting. Piano black. Yeah, 60. I used 4% because I used so much power, huh? We're driving 110. Yeah, I thought there was a hypercharger once in the Ruderting for CHAdeMO, so 100 kilowatt. But I don't think it's there anymore. I think they moved it and it's just CCS. We will look. I want to look how it is. But overall, it seems a bit with the analog speedometer and everything. It doesn't seem like you're in the future with this car, but you don't have to. So I still think it's a nice driving car. I'm not a fan of the steering wheel, like I said. Go on! I'm driving 110 on the country road where 100 is allowed, or 108. So he's going fast. But overall, this is a nice car to drive in. What I find very weird is that I sit pretty high. There's a battery bump underneath the seats, and I can put my feet there, which I would love. And I can't get any lower, so the seat is at its lowest position. The middle armrest here is pretty high, but the armrest at the door is low, so I'm sitting crooked. And I would love to sit lower, because then I would have my main view, if I have to look to the right side, underneath the rear view mirror. Right now the rear view mirror is right in there. If I am at the intersection or something, that I have to go down to see what's going on. And I had that with the e-Golf, with the e-up. It's just that the seat is a bit too high. If I would sit down here, it would be fine, but just 3 centimeters do the trick, or don't do the trick in this way. Yeah, I should let it steer itself. I'm always steering myself and just hold it a bit. But like I said, it's going all over the place. The car has 24,000 kilometers on it, so I'm pretty sure the ProPilot knows what it's doing. It knows the style, and I feel movement the whole time. I have my hands on there. It's doing something the whole time. It's not a smooth thing. It's not amazing, but I keep it on. I want to see how that is. It keeps the distance very well. It stops with traffic and then continues again. I love that. Yeah, this car is still good. Why not get it? And with the problem is still, of course, CHAdeMO. It's just 99% is 50 kilowatt. Only a few can do 100 kilowatt, and you need CHAdeMO chargers that go with the amps pretty high, because the voltage is low in this car. I don't know exactly how low. Let's turn off our ProPilot. E-pedal is on. I like that. And then we go to the charger here. I want to see if they still have the CHAdeMO plug or not. And I have to try something, because with the key of this car was a plug surfing chip to charge the car, so I can charge for free with the press car. I want to try if that works. I hope so. I haven't had to do that. I charged twice. Once at home overnight the first day to 98% or something, and it didn't want to go to 100. It just the Model 3, and that's not a friend of mine where I had the Model 3. He lives right here in this town, but that wasn't him. So there are 2 Model 3s in this tiny little town. It's cute. Oh man. Well, let's go. What was I saying? Yeah, see, I lost my train of thought. As always, I'm so horrible with that. Yeah, and then I charged twice at Aldi, so for free. And it charged with 43 kilowatt, and then at 70% it was around 30. But I thought this one there, the hypercharger, is CHAdeMO 100 kilowatt. I thought so. Ooh, there's a Leaf charge. How do you see if it's a 62 or 40 kilowatt hour Leaf? How do you see that? But let's try that. I want to see what the hypercharger does with CHAdeMO. Does it have CHAdeMO? I think so. Is it just a 50? Maybe it's just a 50. And this one there? It's also a CHAdeMO. What does this one say? Yeah, I have to check. Park the key in the car, because otherwise it beeps. Yeah, it does that. It likes to beep. You open the door, get out with the key. Oh my God, it freaks out. Let's see what it says. 63 kilowatt CHAdeMO. And here? Card first. Yeah, wants the card first. Yeah, go beep. Also 62. Let's try. It says 62. Let's try. Ignition has to be off, otherwise you can't open the charge port. Let's look. It says 66%. Already says that it's... Oh, it doesn't even say the power. No, it doesn't. It just says how many kilowatt hours. Oh, there it is. 15 kilowatt, 23, 30, 38, 45, 47, 47.2. 377 volt, 125 amps. I'm guessing this is the max. So that's why it's charging this low CHAdeMO. 3 times 400 volt. Charging voltage range. Maximal input current. Huh. So I'm guessing that's the problem. You only have 125 amps. That's the car can't do more. Oh my god, the key's not in here. Oh, what did I do? Did I lock? Unlock. Charge. Did this here charge plug is connected? Okay, yes. What do you think? I'm sorry, that's annoying. Does it say 47 kilowatt? That's true. It's nice that this is true. Yeah, charge a bit, then I have to go somewhere and get something. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.